Hey guys, Riley Spanish here, and my channel is having its 1 year birthday, and I thought it would be a good time to show my collection because I haven't done a collection video in almost a year. Don't mind that sock down below that my dog hid under my card shelf. She likes to take them and hide them places. I'm going to start with the contents of this Attack on Titan box here. This is just a lot of some vintage and some other stuff just sealed. So here's a bunch of the McDonald's packs sealed. These were like those match battle ones that they did, I believe, in 2021, maybe 2020, pretty recently. I think it was these. And then I have a couple of those outside of the cardboard, and then the 3 in the cardboard. These were in General Mills cereal, and they have like a hollow Pikachu card and then a couple others. I've got a Trick or Trade. I'd only, just keep one of them. The whole set was easy to pull from like 10 of the packs. And then I've got some, I believe these are a different McDonald's pack variety. And then I've got a Cosmic Eclipse sampling pack. These do not have hits in them, so they're not worth opening if you get them. I don't even know if you can pull a reverse holo. I have the action cards. I actually don't know what these look like. Maybe tempted to open them, but I kind of like just having the sealed pack of them. You only get 3 cards, but they feel pretty thick. And then I have a pack of action flips where you kind of tilt. I actually have one I can show if you're not familiar. It'll be part of this video. A pack of Detective Pikachu stickers. A pack of Topps Merlin temporary tattoos. And 2 packs of Topps Merlin stickers. I've been thinking about buying a whole box of these. It comes with 100. I can get them for relatively cheap, about $100 for the whole thing. And then try to rip and complete a set. I think that would be a really fun live stream or video to do. Just something a little different than normal TCG. Here's a Koro Koro comics. This is the Japanese one that has this Pikachu VMAX, which ended up being a card that we got in Crown Zenith. It is inside there. So that's everything for this box. And just little kind of niche one-off things in there that don't come, with normal sets. This does not have much, just a couple odds and ends. But I do have a couple of vintage pack artworks. They're empty packs, but the McDonald's Match Battle from Japan, 2003, or 2002 rather. A Legendary Collection, base set, a couple of black and white. There's an Old Maid card. Oh, there's an Action Flips that I was showing the pack of, where when you move it, it changes from the pre-evolved to the evolved form. And then I don't believe I have anything else noteworthy in this box. In here, I have some odds and ends. Not sure what exactly is in here. I do really like Dratini and Dragonair, some of my favorites, so I've got a couple of those. Some E-Reader Pikachus, EX Era Pikachu. Heracross is my all-time favorite Pokemon, so I've got this reverse holo. A couple of my favorite artist Yukimori, the claymation ones. Another one there. Some vending prism cards. These are a set of them that I've only seen them around once, so I'm nowhere near completing the set of them, whereas most of the other sets of those types of things I've either completed or I'm very close to it. Moving on, I have these 2 Best Wishes cards, Riolu and Lucario. This Pikachu Pokemon Center business card with the Mega Charizard X Poncho. I am probably going to get this graded. It's not the normal Poncho cards, but it's worth about $30 raw, worth grading. A Meiji Meowth, Dragonair poker set playing card. This little stamp-sized Dratini, not exactly sure what that is, but a friend sent it to me. This Dratini sticker. The 3 starters in Topps. A Charizard movie Topps card. a bunch of Bandai. These are unpeeled stickers. I believe there's just one of each. They actually didn't have like English names yet, or even like confirmed Japanese names. Nidoran did, but Sandpan and Sand for Sandshrew and Sandslash. Here's a couple of Bandai anime cards. These are all vintage. This Meowth balloon one with Team Rocket kind of sunbathing is my favorite. This is a Top Sun holofoil, a Top Sun prism of Dragonite and Moltres battling, and then a few Top Suns that I've held on to. These are, of the ones I found, good condition, and the Haunter, I think I will send in for grading. It's a blueback, which means it is sort of like the equivalent of a first edition, and it is in pretty good condition. So I think it's worth sending in, even if I were to get like maybe an 8 or so grading wise. That would improve its value quite a bit. Moving on, this box just has Attack on Titan cards in it from Weiss Schwarz. So not Pokemon related. I won't show that. And then this has a bunch of stuff that doesn't really have a home in a binder necessarily. So these first ones are a handful of alternate arts that I've acquired recently, and a Glaceon VMAX Rainbow. And then I've got some of these best of cards, which was an old Wizards of the Coast sort of mini set. There was only 9 unique cards, and then a couple of them would say winner, so there would be 2 variants of that one card. And then I have my collection of band cards, well, band artworks for English, the Moo Moo Milk, the original Jinx, the Slot Machine, Koga's Ninja Trick, the Japanese Grimer from Rocket, the other Slot Machine, one of the 2 Jim Sabrina's Jinxes. I am missing the other one, Sabrina's Gaze, and Misty's Tears. My one single reverse holo legendary collection card of Machop. Some holos from VS, which was a Japanese exclusive. Would have been sort of like a Johto version of the gym sets that we got in English. This was an old McDonald's card from, I showed the empty pack artwork of the set that these came in. That one's the Wooper. And then after this, I have some vending series cards. One of my friends does have a complete set of vending series, which is something I would like to do at some point in my life, but they're a little expensive to get your hands on. So every time, I can get one for cheap, I do. And then I have people that look out for them because they know I collect them. And on these like extra cards, I really love the design on the back of them. The normal like Pokemon in vending series just have the normal Japanese old back, but I love the back of these like rule cards or trainer cards. Then I have the Hamachan's Slowking, which was, I believe, a promotional from Koro Koro magazine when one of the movies was coming out. And then a couple other things that I just don't really have a good way to like categorize because they're not part of like any larger set that I'm working on. I have the Alf lithograph from Heart Gold Soul Silver, a Heart Gold Soul Silver promo Wobbuffet. I did set aside this Gengar from the Lost Origin build and battles that I was ripping because I think Gengar cards are worth holding on to at least one of, especially a stamped one like this. A lot of stamped Sun and Moon cards have already gone up quite a bit in value. The Umbreon promo from the Evolving Skies 3-pack blisters, the Arceus V collection promo, and then I have a bunch of cards from the old Maid deck, all the starters, Pikachu and Eevee. Have my set of metal Arceus V and V-Star. Here's a reverse stamped Crawdont from EX Deoxys, a Delta Species Flareon, and a Jolteon holo from Sandstorm. And then I will put all this away and move on to the next round of stuff. Bear with me. I don't keep everything in top loaders, but if I don't have like a proper home for it yet, it is definitely the best way to store and protect it. In this Charizard UPC, in the drawers, I have a couple things. In this one, I have some they're mini booster packs, one of English base set and two of Japanese. They're obviously just like fan-made things. They're not real, but they're pretty cool. Let's see. I've got a handful of Pokemon stickers in here. Got a nice Dragonair, Charizard. There's an actual official Pokemon sticker. I have a whole sleeve of those, just stacks of them, because they come in these little packs, and I've ripped a bunch of those. And then I have in these top loaders, here's what the Topps Merlin holographic stickers look like. That's what I was talking about doing a whole box of. Some more of the smaller stickers, these ones of Ash, and then a couple more Topps Merlin. Let me put all that back. And then this drawer is nothing but Charizards. So I'll fan through the ones I have in there. Here's the set of the sealed set of the UPC promos, and then I have them individually sleeved and top loaded in here. Some Crown Zenith Charizards, Japanese ones, but these are from two different sets, kind of like we got that card, and you'll see in here from Crown Zenith and Brilliant Stars, Lost Abyss and Lost Origin, Leon and Charizard, my Special Delivery Charizard, one of my favorite cards that I own. Also this was before I started recording and uploading to YouTube, but I just bought a Boltund box from Walmart and pulled out the shiny Charizard VMAX. I've pulled this twice from Darkness Ablaze. Here's the UPC promos that everybody has seen. Charizard V from the Champions Path Elite Trainer box, an old XY era promo, I believe maybe Burning Shadows for this one, a promo GX Charizard. This is the Hidden Fates Charizard GX, obviously not the shiny one that's worth a ton of money. There's Darkness Ablaze, Brilliant Stars. I don't know exactly which set this one is from in Japanese. And then here's the Vivid Voltage Charizard reverse, regular on one side, reverse on the other. Same with Pokemon Go, the normal holo on one side, and then the reverse holo on the other. And then I have this other Japanese holo Charizard. Those are just the extra Charizards I have that I have not sold and that are not part of any set that I am looking to complete. Don't have a lot of slabs right now. That's sort of a revolving door for me. I did just win these in a giveaway, so happy to add those to my collection. And I really like this electric grading Japanese jungle Venomoth, so I've held on to that. But usually when I pick up slabs, it's kind of just to use as leverage for trading. And now, over to the right side of this cabinet, where all of my binders are. Starting with this Pokeball, this is all just pins. In the smaller binders, these are all jumbo cards. In this, I just keep one of each from products that I open, so there's not like duplicates in there. Cyclizar EX being the newest one. I'm not going to go through all of those, of course. And then this is a full set of the first partner pack promos, or not really promos, but oversized cards, where you would get, it was basically like a giant booster pack that would have 2 booster packs and the 3 starters from whichever generation that particular one was representing. Anyways, it goes all the way through the Sword and Shield starters at the end. I have all of those. And then, try not to compromise this. This tin has a bunch of figurines on top of it. And then it is filled to the brim with coins. And then this tin has like cellophane wrapped promo cards that I have kept in their protection. So here's a Lucario from Crown Zenith, Clara and Cyrus from the tournament collections, Miraidon from the Scarlet Violet ETB, a handful of Mewtwo's. I think each of these is stuffed with like 3 or 4 of them, of the Mewtwo's. Same with these Gold Star Greninjas. There's like 5 in each of these. And then Psyduck from Detective Pikachu, Lechonk GameStop promo, a handful of those, I believe. Actually, I'm not sure what's behind there. Let's take a look. Oh, these are just 3 different GameStop promos. And then these are packs that came with the Knockout collections, Eevee from the Shining Fates ETB, handful more Lucarios, and this is one of the legendary bird promos that you could get from seeing Pokemon in theaters back in 2000. So those are pretty cool. I do like just keeping some of these things in the cellophane and not ripping them open. Not really sure if I have any plans with them, but hopefully they do appreciate and value someday, and keeping them sealed will have been a good idea. But even the Machamp base set has not increased a ton in value to have the sealed versus the unsealed version. Moving on to my binders now. This one is going to be starting with Crown Zenith. I'm going to actually tilt the camera now to go through binders. This is going to be a huge video and probably not very exciting to most people, but people have asked for me to show my collection, so I will. This is the Galarian Gallery from Crown Zenith, basically. It is not complete. As you can see there, I'm missing a card, and then I'm missing the Pikachu still also. But once you get into the textured cards, the Vs, VMAXs, and V-Stars, and full art trainers, I am missing quite a few, and then missing 2 of the golds as well. And then here are all of the promos associated with Crown Zenith. And then here is my illustration rare and special illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet. I'm missing a handful of the non-textured ones. And then when you get to the EX and trainer ones, you'll see that I have actually all of them except for the Miriam, and I want to get all the Terastal full arts too, and I don't have the Gyarados yet. The Miriam I have purchased and it is on the way. And then just since I started Scarlet and Violet buying one of each thing that came out, never pulled the Revavroom Build and Battle promo, but I thought I'd just grab one of every promo that I could. And that is it for this binder, because that is the most recent stuff. So the next set of items in there will be the Paldea Evolved illustration rares, and so on and so forth from there. And then this is all relatively modern stuff as well, starting with my master set of Celebrations. And then I have most of the Celebrations promos, but I'm missing the 2 gold ones that came in the UPC, the Pokeball and Pikachu. I do need to get my hands on one of each of those. And then moving on to the Radiant collection from Black and White Legendary Treasures. These were in Legendary Treasures and XY Generations. So the Legendary Treasures has this Mew, which is one of my favorite cards ever. A lot of people love that Mew EX. The Shaman and Reshiram full arts are very nice also. And then after Meloetta, this begins the XY Generations one. A really cool evolution line with the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard as the trainer gets older with its evolution. And then this one has some evolutions as well. But going through it, there's the Sylveon, the full art Sylveon. Just all of these full arts are incredible artworks, but that Sylveon with Eevee is one of my favorite cards of all time. The full art Pikachu with 4 of them is pretty cool as well. And then the Flareon, technically, but it's all 3 of the Gen 1 evolutions, is really cool. I love how bug-eyed and alien looking they are. Moving on to XY Evolutions. This is all of the rare hollows and better. Do not have the rare holo Charizard, unfortunately, yet. But yeah, I've got the EX and the Mega EX. Moving on. So this is all the holos, EXs, Mega EXs, full arts, breaks, all of the holos and above. The full art Mega Charizard EX I also don't have because it's kind of expensive and I'm hoping to find it for a good deal. And then all 5 of the secret rares from the set. Next is all 9 amazing rares from Vivid Voltage and Shining Fates. And then here's where I'm working on all of the Tag Team GX promo cards, just the promos. To get all of the Tag Team GX would be incredibly expensive and so many cards, but I have 8 of them so far, and I believe there are 16 in total, so I have this page ready for the rest of them. And then begins the Trainer Gallery type of cards, which is my favorite thing to collect. We have the Cosmic Eclipse ones, which there are 12 of. This Pikachu with red is the most expensive at about $30. And then the Brilliant Stars starts right below with Flareon. I do have the complete Brilliant Stars. And then it ends with the 2 gold Urshifus. And then this starts the Astral Radiance Trainer Gallery, which I also have complete. And that ends with the 2 Calyrex. And then moving on to what would be next, Lost Origin. I am missing about 5 from Lost Origin, all of the normal yellow border ones. But then once you get to the Pikachu V, I am missing a couple. Looks like I'm missing one of the full art trainers. And then whatever that one is there, probably another trainer. I did just pull this today before filming. And then onto the Silver Tempest Trainer Gallery. I believe I'm missing like 8 of these, which is a shame because I've opened so much Silver Tempest and I am not quite there yet. And then here is every Radiant card that has come out. And then this last page I wanted to save for from Sun and Moon Shining Legends, the 6 Shining Pokemon, as well as the 3 Shining promos. So that's the completion level and plans for this very full binder here. Moving on to the next one. This is where the vintage starts. So this is my base set. I am missing the Blastoise and the Raichu, the holographics at least. But other than that, I have a complete base set. I'll eventually purchase those 2 cards. I'm just, you know, I wait for good deals. I got that Charizard for like $80, so, you know, if you're just patient and are constantly looking, you can find them. Then a couple Japanese versions just to round out the page. On Jungle, I am only missing the Holo Flareon. Other than that, I have the complete set. And then I guess I just filled this in with a couple Japanese as well. For Fossil, the only one I'm missing is the holographic Hitmonlee. Not even a particularly expensive card to get. I don't know, maybe I thought I had one and didn't pick it up when I was ordering like the last few bits for this. But anyways, I do still need that holographic Hitmonlee. And then in Japanese Fossil, they did the Mew, which became a promo in English, but I have it in Japanese. And then onto Team Rocket, where you will see that I am missing quite a few of the holos. And I think I have all of the non-holos, but yeah, I am missing quite a big handful of the holographic cards. Oops. And then that last empty spot before my Japanese filler cards is the first secret rare that Pokemon ever did in Dark Raichu. And that is it for that binder. I guess I have a whole page of Celebrations Pikachus. And then on to the next one, which I'm not sure what order I have these in. This should probably be promos and the gym sets. Okay, so here's the Wizards of the Coast promo cards. The two Mews, one is a holo and one is a non-holo. Missing a handful of these. A couple of them are just pretty pricey. Especially, there's two of them, which will be right there. Lucky Stadium and Pokemon Center. Those, like, in bad condition are about $400. So I don't know if I'll ever fill those in, but either way, that's what goes there. I do love the two reverse foil promos from Wizards of the Coast promo set. The Entei and Pichu, and then it ends with Ancient Mew, and then Southern Islands, where I am still missing quite a few. But that's fine. I'll fill those in as I go. I've been mostly trading and stuff to acquire those. On to Gym Heroes is the first one with the more white symbol. And I'm missing quite a few of the holographics, as you can see. But after that, it should be complete for non-holos. All of the nice Ken Sugimori artwork for the gym sets. Very iconic. And then on to Gym Challenge, where I've got that holo and the Koga holo, and that's it for holos. And I'm even missing one of the non-holos, which I believe is Sabrina's Gengar. But other than that, the set is complete. Some of these trainer cards from the gym sets are actually quite valuable too. And then, oh, this Chansey, which was like a Your Name Here type of thing, was in the Japanese gym. And there was also Imakuni's Doduo, which I don't have, and a different version of Erica's Bulbasaur, which I don't have. So there's quite a few differences, Japanese to English, like cards that were just cut. I do have the Japanese Southern Islands Mew, but that is the end of that binder. And then we will move on to where I've actually labeled them, what sets are inside. This is going to be some Neo, starting with Neo Genesis. Very cool Heracross card where it's kind of staring down a pincer. And the Skarmory holo is the last of the holos, so I'm missing most of the holographics, as you can see. I just kind of work on these as I go and pick up stuff when I can find it for a good deal. The rest of Neo Genesis, as you can see, is complete. And then on to Neo Discovery. Got a couple of the holos. And then starting with the non-holos at Beedrill here. Looks like I am missing one of the non-holos as well. Actually, quite a few. Continuing on, after that, it should be complete, though. And there it ends. And then this is Neo Destiny. Now, Neo Revelation did come before this, but with just amount of spaces in the binders, it made the most sense for me to do them in this order. So Neo Destiny got 2 of the holofoils, but then after that, I'm still missing quite a few. This is going to be the most expensive of the Neo sets. Missing a handful of them. They had the light and dark Pokemon in this one, and some of them are just very pricey. After that, I should be mostly complete. Missing one of the trainer cards, it looks like. And then at the end, these last several spots are where the original Shining Pokemon are. Technically not the first ones, because those were actually in Neo Revelation, but I will get to that in the next binder, which starts with Neo Revelation. And I've got a Crobat holo, and that is it for holos, and missing a handful of non-holos from this one as well. This one finished off with 2 secret rares, Shining Magikarp and Shining Gyarados. I have neither of them because they are very expensive, but they'll go there one day. And then the Neo Destiny one had Shining Noctowl, Steelix, Kabutops, Charizard, Tyranitar, just so many of them. So that's going to be a very pricey set to try to finish one day. On to base set 2. I don't have all of the holos. I'm nowhere near complete on that, but I do have all of the non-holos. And a pretty respectable amount of the holos as well filled in. And then after this will be what I have of Legendary Collection, but it is nowhere near completion. Some rare non-holos there. And then after that, I'm missing even a bunch of the just kind of bulk cards that go in this set. It's not one that I've done a big buy for on TCG Player to fill in all of those empty spaces though. But Legendary Collection is the end of that binder. And then this binder is going to be the skimpiest of them all, probably, in terms of completion. This one is Expedition to start. When you get into the E series, the cards start getting outrageously expensive to get your hands on. And there's so many rares and holos in each of the sets. Like, the rares end on this page. That's like 60 cards in, or 70 or something. And then on to the commons and uncommons. Even some of those worth quite a few bucks. Just, I think, scarcity and how wonderful the artwork is in these sets all contributed to that. And I'm missing the metal energy from it too. And then Aquapolis is next. A lot of empty spaces on Aquapolis, as you can see. And then I start having some of them once you move into the commons and uncommons. But the thing with Aquapolis and Skyridge is that the holographics are actually at the end of the set after all of the trainer cards. So those would all go back here. And then with the, Skyridge and stuff, you have the crystal type Pokemon, which were like secret rares. They were kind of like the shining Pokemon. And these last couple binders are going to be my vending prisms, which I have almost complete sets of all of them. These were just Japanese vending machine things. Most of these were not officially licensed, but they do all have kind of numbered sets, missing a couple from that page. But overall, I do have the majority of these. They are very cool. Some of them have some value. I mean, I personally probably paid around $1 a piece for them, barring a few special exceptions. Like these Happy Birthday ones are weirdly worth a little bit. And once I pass like the most popular of these cards, which is of course a Charizard, this Charizard one is pretty nice too, actually. But these are all the evolution line ones. And then that binder ends. And then I get into this one. These are officially licensed by Nintendo, this entire set. This Charizard one, obviously worth a little bit of money, about $30. But I do have the full set of these. There's about 1 million different Pikachus in it. But not every single original Pokemon is represented in this. It's missing, I want to say, about 5 or 6. There's no Gyarados, which is a shame. But I have scoured the internet and everything, and I know that I have a complete set of these. And there just happens to not be a few of them in there. Anyways, on to the next one, which is technically the last binder with any kind of substance to it. This is more of the unlicensed varieties, though. I still think that these are just really cool. I wish I wasn't missing these 2 random ones, but the fact that I've even gotten my hands on basically all of these is pretty incredible to me. waiting to get to, there's a nice Charizard one. Missing one from this type of set with the white bar at the bottom. This Charizard, though, that's definitely a fan favorite. It's the same artwork as the Topsun. Now, this last couple pages, these are just straight up bootlegs. They were just a rip-off of Bandai cards, but I just like the way they look, so I have all of those. Those were cheap, because those aren't even... They're not trying to be something else. The Bandai ones aren't glittery or foil or anything like that, but these are just straight up bootlegs for these last two pages. And then a couple of these cute little Pikachu ones, some with the Togepi in it. And then the last couple of items, this is going to be my original Bandai, which is technically the oldest Pokemon cards. Some people say that the Topsun are, but I think it's confirmed that basically these Bandai ones are the oldest technically. I am one day going to have a full set of these. It's just going to take some time because I very, very rarely find these, you know, like out at a card store or anything like that for sale. So I try to pick them up when I can, but very uncommon things to find. Now, when you do find them, obviously some Pokemon carry more value. Oh, and these ones, each one has a red or a green version. I'm not going for a complete set of red and a complete set of green. I would just like to have one of each, regardless of the color. But when I do find them, usually they're, you know, somewhere in the neighborhood of about $3 to $5 a piece. But, you know, getting into some of them are actually holofoil. Get into those and they start costing quite a bit of money. And then I believe there's not a lot going on in these last couple items. This is just a full Trick or Trade set in a Gengar binder. And in here is a full set of Detective Pikachu, because even though it was a official like Sun and Moon mini set special expansion, it only had 18 cards in it, and that's all I have in there. And that's about it for my entire collection. If you watched and stuck with me the whole way, thank you very much. And yeah, be back to normal pack ripping and stuff like that in tomorrow's video.